Good day, traveler. Is there something I can, help you with? Is it that obvious? Yes, I am. Well, no, not really. I've come to ask Sulakish, a former agent of the Shadow Scales, to help arbitrate a dispute. But speaking to an assassin, even a retired one, is a terrifying prospect, to say the least. Well, if you don't mind, to introduce the issue, if nothing else. The dispute is between Nurhe and Pahisa, who both claim rights to a nearby salt rice farm. They've already both agreed to accept Sulakish's decision. Thank you, Miko. You've at least given me time to work up some nerve. And please, be mindful to show Sulakish only respect. It would be best not to invoke her anger given her past affiliations. Both defendants claim inheritance of a salt rice farm previously owned by the now deceased Kimaru. Nurhe, a local trader, claims the farm as collateral for debts owed. Pahisa, egg-sister to the deceased, claims it by familial association. The Saxleal of Murkmire don't exactly have laws as understood by outsiders. Small disputes are handled by an arbiter of both parties' choosing. This could be anyone, though it tends to be the tribe's tree minder. I worked for Kimaru for several years. As a neutral third party with an interest in the farm's well-being, I volunteered to arbitrate. Unfortunately, all attempts at negotiation have failed so far. I worked for Kimaru and her alone. While Pahisa was present, she did little to help the farm. I barely even spoke to her before this dispute. I just want the farm to be in good hands. Simply put, the Shadow Scales are an order of assassins that have been present in Blackmarsh since time immemorial. Among the Saxleal, they are both feared and respected. Sulakish is of an advanced age, which is a rarity within her order. The Shadow Scales serve Blackmarsh in many ways. Their role in our society is much more nuanced than mere killers. They help keep the natural order of things, as it were. Sulakish has simply decided to take a more direct approach to that role. I don't believe so. Their order may be secretive about their practices, but I doubt many are so open about their judgments. However, Sulakish has now granted Lilmoth her wisdom many times. She will see the right path. In this, I have faith.
No need to come any closer, stranger. I can hear you just fine from there. Yet you are not Chukzu. Lost his nerve, did he? He may have a way with words, but still lacks the will to speak them. A shame. I will help with this dispute, but need you to be my eyes. As you can plainly see, I lost my sight long ago. I need evidence if I'm to properly judge. Speak with the two claimants, Nurhe and Pahisa. Seek their truths, yes, but also their lies. Both will help my decision. It also wouldn't hurt to check the farm itself. The midge lingers. Do you seek anything else? Naturally. Speak. We are ones born under the shadow, trained as assassins and given over to the Dark Brotherhood. Those of us fortunate to live long lives, however, must learn to serve Sithis in other ways. So I have become a Kuvaste, an agent of needed change. Many think of death as an end. This is only partially correct. Death is also a beginning, a cycle turned again. The Shadow Scales see this more clearly than most, and so we are tasked with sharing our wisdom with others. Sometimes, quite suddenly. Disputes stem from a refusal to accept change. This creates stagnation. A stuttering tongue cannot be trusted to say what must be said. Sometimes, the words can be coaxed into being. Other times, it must be cut from the mouth. Right to the point. Tell me, how old do you think I am? My, what a charming little liar you make. I'm much older than that, of course. When my eyes began to fail me, I knew my role was fated to change. I now honor Sithis through my guidance, rather than my blade.
Dark Codes, and watch your step. This pier is made from wicker and prayers.
I think I pulled something.
I told you to stretch beforehand, you oaf. And don't go thinking you can convince me to rub your aching back when we're done.
I have no time to chat. It is a busy day, and I need to make sure this shipment is off before the next tide. Take your business elsewhere. The Shadow Scale? I see. My claim on that farm is as watertight as my trading vessels. Kimaru, may she be at peace with the Hist, owed me several debts before she departed. That farm acts as collateral. It is as simple as that. We were business associates. I would buy her salt rice crop and sell it in far-off Senchal. The cats like to put moon sugar on it. When Kimaru fell on hard times, I offered a loan. Unfortunately, she died before it could be repaid. That skooma Adel Kuda couldn't tend a crop if her scales depended on it. She may be Kimaru's egg sister, but she cares nothing for that salt rice farm. It would be run into the muck before the next season. Of this, I have no doubt. As the Dryskins would say, An idiot. You have but to speak to Pahesa once to see the truth in my words.
What?
What do you want? That sniveling little slug. Juxu was supposed to handle this himself. Well, what more do you want to know? The farm was my egg sister's, so it belongs to me now. A fair claim by anyone's standards, I would think. No. But why would she need to? Of course she would want me to have the farm. All I want is to sell the damn place and move on with my life. Look, it's all I have left. That and Kimaru's grave stake by the docks. Her memorial, of course. When a Saxlail dies, their lives are honored with the carvings on their grave stakes. If you're so curious about who my sister is, why don't you go look for yourself?
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Your voice is more beautiful than the croaking of a bosa sato.
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush.
Together we would hatch many eggs so large and robust that all would be in awe.
Are you saying what I think you are?
Become my Uzeth Biko, werewolf. The bonding ceremony awaits.
Of course. Oh, Galish, you've made me so happy.
Get yourself a drink. And one for me.
You are well-traveled, yes? Let us exchange pleasantries and word from the road. Greetings and salutations. I was curious to know if your travels are soon to lead you through Brightthroat lands. It is my home, you see, and I have just returned from Shadowfen. I have supplies meant for our bonding ritual preparations, but I must arrange for their transport. It would mean so much if you could tell my tree minder that I will be home soon. Most assuredly so. It is our most important ceremony of the year. The whole village will be bubbling with activity to ensure it goes smoothly. Knowing that I will return soon with supplies would be one less burden on the tree minder's mind. Many grateful thanks to you. You need only tell tree minder Pavu that Sidasi will be home in a day or so with supplies. May the mud remain firm under your feet. Well, every tribe has some ritual to celebrate a fruitful union. I am told even men and Mur have such things. But we Brightthroats are unique in that we seek to pair those of our tribe with those of other tribes. It builds trust. I do not know exactly what you mean, but we do this to improve relations with our neighbors. We are better able to settle disputes, freely travel, and trade, because we are all egg brothers and egg sisters. Treeminder Pavu oversees everything, or rather, she interprets the Hist's will so that we can carry it out. Our Hist has taught us this way of life, and we have prospered for it. I am grateful to count myself a Brightthroat.
Another dose of the cure.
What were you thinking, bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxlil. It should rest with the roots of the Hist.
That is an aberration. You'll poison the Hist with its corruption. Good of the tribe.
Let the Tree Minder decide.
Ebok vahat suzalil uzit putado zelil nagar kajun korna kalvaste hizalvi komal.
I was considering a chime, so the Hist may give me a sign of a customer's arrival. You think that's a good idea?
I did not know how much like us the Nords are. This brew they make tastes like bark and gives me deep, warm sap feelings. Me? I have never been better. It's bonding season. I mean, I'm not planning on it myself, but my head swims like a mud skipper, so who knows where my night may lead. Beers! I do not know how the Nords make brew from such things, but I like it. I should have Vetrashot. Ask her guest about getting more. Perhaps she will accept Weevil Eyes in trade.
We should leave it to the bog. Surely you agree. Oh, Tree Minder. The Ogel, just as you said.
Greetings. I am Tree Minder Pavu of the Brightthroat tribe. The chimes spoke of a visitor's approach. Our Hist welcomes you within its boughs, and so do we. I regret that you arrive for what should be a joyous occasion to find only worries and troubles. That is a load off my mind, Bikojel. It is good to know that at least one thing is going right amid all the misfortunes looming. We are amidst the preparations for our tribe's most vital ceremony. Now a warped and withered stranger has died at our roots. An ill omen for the arrival of our guests. I am troubled, Ogel, because I do not hear what the Hist is trying to tell me. These past weeks, the Hist has been agitated. It has given me signs that I believed were warnings for the bonding to come. But now I feel that I've misinterpreted. It is this clutch that is in peril, and it is you who can save it. The chimes speak of pain. Our children are suffering, but they are not hatched. The egg tenders have brought me no concerns about the clutch's well-being, but the Hist always speaks truth. Go with Iskanaz. See what I am blind to. The Hist favors you, but there are other reasons. Secrets kept from a tree minder may be less well hidden from a stranger. They are not suited to it. Suspicion is not in our nature. I only even consider wrongdoing because I must. I cannot turn to our allies for aid either. If they begin to view our tribe as untrustworthy or incapable, the ties that bind us would break. Unlike many tribes, we welcome Ojel to join in our bonding ritual. Through this, our tribes become true eggkin, and we enjoy peace and prosperity as one. Who would bond with us if we allowed our clutches to come to harm? In that, you see my concern.
I am Iskanaz, Vovaste to Treeminder Pavu. I am at your service. I promise to leave you with a fine impression of our tribe. I am her student, and she is my teacher. One day I will commune with the Hist as she does, and share its wisdom with the tribe. A great duty, and also a great responsibility. You see how it weighs on her. The hardest decisions always fall to her. I don't wish to question your knowledge of such things, but it might be best if you speak with the egg tenders before visiting the nests. They can speak to anything you would want to know about our eggs. Oh, I don't wish to speak ill of anyone of the tribe. I only hear idle gossip from time to time. I'm told Keenom has the bad habit of speaking his mind too freely and listening poorly, but I have never heard complaint of his egg tending. Oh no, put that from your mind. It is not a normal occurrence, I assure you. My root brother found that disfigured creature approaching our village, clearly injured or ill. It died before it could cause any harm. I only meant to keep it that way. Perhaps a tour of the egg tender's quarters is of interest. It is just up the way. Our visit should not arouse suspicion. We host many guests, but your discretion would be appreciated. Ah, Keenum, Mime. We have a guest very interested in our customs. Please, show them the utmost courtesy.
Have you come to learn all you can about egg tending before you witness our bonding ritual? I'm sure Mime would be happy to help you. I am soon to begin my watch of the nests, and I wish to enjoy the peace and quiet a while longer. It is normally quite pleasant, but before the bonding ritual it becomes insufferable. Suddenly the village is full of experts, if you take my meaning. The sooner it's back to just me and the eggs, the better.
You really want to talk to me? Visitors never want to talk to the egg tenders. Did you know that we are the only tribe that bonds with other tribes? It may not seem so from the luster of our scales, but it's true. Well, my egg-sister Mina had to lay her first clutch with a copper eye that didn't know which direction his tail should face. But no, we care for our eggs, but the hist guides their development. Not all eggs are destined to hatch, though. They return to the hist. There are signs to look for. Dry shells, lacking luster, thin membrane, an empty shadow. Inevitably, they sink into the roots and fade away. Those that remain are always healthy members of the tribe. Because they are bright throats, we are shaped the way our hist desires. You sure? I could tell you about egg rotation. Well, come back anytime. I only ever get to talk to the other egg tenders, and it's not like they need me to tell them about what it's like.
Have you come to learn all you can about egg tending before you... It is normally quite pleasant, but before the bonding ritual it becomes insufferable. Suddenly the village is full of experts, if you take my meaning. The sooner it's back to just me and the eggs, the better. No, just dries my scales. The eggs are blissfully unaware of all this scrutiny, I think. I don't remember all the gawking and complaining, certainly. Now, if you don't mind, I think Mime would make better company right now.
Sorry about the mess here. Got kicked over during the commotion earlier.
Satisfied with your visit here? There is no rush. Anything in particular that caught your interest? Poison? Oh, this is dragonthorn. We mostly trade it to the Deadwater tribe, but it's a fairly ordinary medicinal plant. Several of the egg tenders are skilled herbalists. I don't see any reason it would be hidden intentionally. As you wish. I will...
Oh, you're back. You wanted to know something else. I could talk all day if you wanted. Strange. Let me see them. Oh, these are just dragonthorn. Nothing to be concerned about. Don't know how they got mixed in with the fruit, unless someone's feeling superstitious. Well, it has many uses, but we mostly grow it for potions to add in fruitful bonding. Our ancestors believed chewing the leaves helps the body prepare healthy eggs. Nobody really does that anymore. We trade it to the Deadwater for their warriors, to give them vigor in battle. But I hear they've been having problems with reproduction, so... I'm told there are some other, unsavory uses, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't mean to be rude, but what? Some herb. Smells sharp as the thorns. Wouldn't use it to season fruit, that's for certain. Must be one of the others. Just put it back with the rest of the food, maybe under glass. I'm no herbalist. If you're worried someone's trying to poison us, I promise I'm not going to eat it. I am going to get back to my drink, though.
Satisfied with your visit here? There is no rush. Anything in particular that caught your interest? Poison? Oh, this is dragonthorn. Then perhaps we have a traitor to the tribe. To think, it is beyond imagining. Quickly, let us check on the eggs. I pray we will find the truth before something terrible happens. You should visit the Uzith, our nest among the roots of the Hist. Perhaps the egg tenders on duty will provide something more useful. I will meet you at the Uzith, the nesting beds. This is the Uzith, the nest where our eggs are cared for. The egg tenders take every care to ensure that our offspring are healthy and safe.
Can you do this another time, Iskanaz? We're already behind. It's premature for a tour. We still have a lot of preparations to make. True. We're also known for our social savvy, so quit trying to blow bubbles up my bog and tell me why you're here. That busybody, Iskanaz, ask you to spy on us now? I swear he'll go running to the tree minder over the littlest thing. What? No, that's not true. Look for yourself. These eggs are as healthy as any I've ever seen. They return to the Hist. It happens to a few eggs in almost every clutch. Sometimes the Hist just doesn't believe it's time for a soul to return. The Hist takes them back and we focus our efforts on nurturing those intended to hatch. No! I can't believe even the tree minder is being paranoid about the upcoming bonding ritual. These eggs are going to shine like gems when the envoys arrive. If everyone would stop fussing over us.
I'm sorry. Did you need something? It's nothing. I'm just upset from an argument earlier. Forgive me. I just felt so sorry for him. The idea of leaving him to rot. I'm sorry. Can we talk about something else? No. Why would you think there's something wrong? What? No. No. That can't be. It can't. I have to go. I'm sorry. Excuse
Hasara!
me.
Kayak! That's the second time today.
Oh my. Hasara. She's not still angry with me, is she? Ah, well, yes. She is a sensitive soul. It is what makes her such a skilled egg tender, but... And I don't wish to speak ill. The river of her heart is so full that it does not take much to flood. I'm sure once she has had time to get a hold of herself, she will return. Perhaps we should continue our search in the meantime. The empty nest. Those eggs were returned to the Hist. Were the eggs poisoned, or was the poisoner's intent to harm the Hist? This is terrible. You are right, of course. Let me think. Think. This dragonthorn looks fresh, so it must have been picked recently. We cultivate ours in a small glade near to the village. That would be the easiest place to gather this much of the herb. Forgive me, but I must report your findings to the Treeminder. I will return to your side with all the swiftness of a strangler vine. The glade is not far. I will meet you there as soon as I can. Over here, look! A body in our drying hut. He's really dead. He looks to be Vishkalil. You can never be certain with the ghost people. What happened here? That dead man is one of the Vishkalil, the Ghost People tribe. Are they responsible for our troubles? Who would want to kill Hasura? That makes no sense. And who killed the Vishkalil? Don't tell me you think Hasura killed this Ojel. She averts her gaze from our cook fires for pity of the creatures on the spits. She could never have done this. As mud as my mother, it's true. How could she? Giving our eggs to the Vishkalil of all people. I don't care if they were not meant to hatch. The Ghost People should never have been allowed to lay a hand on our eggs. We must tell Pavu. What about Hasura? Let the Vishkalil take her for what she's done. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. They'll kill her, or worse. Hasura will have to face judgment for her actions, but it should be the tribe's judgment. You hear that? Ha! It's alive! Don't let it get me. Oh. these twisted branches dies among our roots. This is no coincidence. These things must be the work of the Vishkalil, sent to poison our Hist with their corruption. The Ghost People tribe. They make their home in the lightless corners of the deep swamp. Vishkalil only leave their lands to creep through the night and steal the dead. Even the brutal Root House people will return Saxlil dead to their tribes, so they may return to the Hist. Not the Ghost People. They keep those lost souls for themselves, burying the bodies in the roots of their Hist. Or worse. Profaning them in strange rituals that keep souls from the Hist, or giving the dead legs to wander through the murk as dreadful watchmen. They mean to poison the whole village and steal our dead. We must find where these monstrosities come from. We mustn't let this trail go cold. This may be our only chance to find the vile den of the Vishkalil before they unleash more foulness upon us. All the more reason to keep on the path before us. She may have bested the attacker we found, but perhaps there were others. The only thing certain is that she will not be safe until the Vishkalil are dealt with. Just looking at these scales make me itch. Please, let it be my imagination. This might be working. This might be working. Never in 1,000 lifetimes did I imagine I would willingly seek out a Vishkalil's den. They have an odd, familiar scent. I can't place it. Ugh, that smell. We must be near the Blight Bog Sump. Of course, this is where the Vishkalil would make their home.
I tried to save them. It all went wrong. She promised me she could save them. She promised me we were going to care for them and they'd live. I just wanted them to live. I don't know. She convinced me to bring her these eggs only to poison them. Look what she's done to my babies. How could anyone do something so cruel? I know. A mother knows. Rinakal's poison did this to them. Why? Why did she do this to us?
It was for me at first. I thought I could make myself the best choice for the bonding ritual with it. When Rinakal asked me to bring her our unseeded eggs, I rubbed it on the shells to give them time, to strengthen them so we could save them. People speak of the Vish Khalil as if they're monsters, but Rinakal seemed warm to me. She listened to me. She understood my emptiness. She took away my pain. I trusted her more than my own eggkin. I feel like such a fool. They don't feel the way I do. How can they? They have been chosen for the bonding ritual. Every day I tend to children that aren't my own. I love them, I really do. But it's not the same. They don't understand. I've tried, but her concerns are always pointed outward. She must think of the good of our tribe. My desires are small compared to the needs of diplomacy. These were our babies. How could you?
Don't breathe it in. My nose burns from here. Zutha! More of these creatures among broken eggs, piled up like refuse. odor. It sticks in my throat. We should take Hasura and go. Surely you've gathered enough to prove how dire the situation is. No. You're telling me these creatures, they came from our eggs? I thought I was prepared for the worst, but this is abomination. I must warn Pabu. She will know what to do. We are a peaceful tribe. Our village is not prepared to face monsters made from their own flesh and blood. I must warn them. If you wish to wade deeper into foul waters, I will ask the Hist to watch over you. Pabu will know what to do. She must.
It was all a lie, wasn't it? She never intended to help my children live. She doesn't even care that she's hurting them. She's using them, twisting them. She's a monster. She's made my babies monsters. You think they're alive? Please, we have to find them. They need me. I can't let Rinakal keep hurting them. Please, just let me love them, even for a moment. I don't want them to be alone in the end. No, but if my children are tainted by these vile poisons, we may be able to follow their trail, if it doesn't kill us. The air is still down here. The fumes will linger a long time. Rinakal's poisons shouldn't exist. I don't know how, but I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again. To me! Over here! This way! You can make it! This way! Before he spits! I'm sorry. I just wanted to take the pain away.
This Khalil will outnumber any tribe. All the tribes.
The trail is headed this way. I found you. I finally found you. Please, let us help you. They're making no noise. Be careful. I'll try to make an antidote. Fall back. I have a potion. Let Relik do this to anyone else. No one should have to feel this kind of pain. I'm ready. I don't care what it takes. I won't let her hurt my children anymore. It'll be enough to be there and know it's over. I don't want to hurt anyone ever again.
Still reeks of the Bright One's poison.
Wither too quickly. At least their rot is of use to the shadow.
to be here when they hatched so badly. Now's your chance. I'm so close. Can't you see that? You can have your children. These were supposed to be our children. I don't deserve them. You never did. Kill them!
Come here. I can help. You're ill. This way. I can help.
Wait! Isn't she beautiful? My little girl. Nothing's wrong with her. She's just a child, that's all. She needs someone to care for her. She needs her mother. I know she looks grown up, but that was Rena Cal's doing. She made her grow, but she never cared for her. She never raised her. That's why she's like this. I can fix that. I'll take her home. I can care for her there. Being part of the tribe will help her. She's a bright throat. She belongs with our Hist. They can punish me. I don't care. I deserve it. But this one has suffered enough. Pavu will understand. She will. No, she isn't ready yet. Can't you see she's scared? When I've calmed her down, I'll bring her home. You go back to Pavu. Tell them it's over now. I want some time with my little girl.
If you saw what I saw, there would be no question.
If you hadn't run, you might understand.
Peace. Here is the one I must hear from. Biko Gel, I have heard much of the tragedy of our loss, and the part you played in ending it. The Hist chose wisely to entrust our troubles to you. We owe you much already, but I have one last request for you, if you would hear it. Hasara betrayed us in ways beyond my imagining. Iskanaz is right to be wary, but when I look upon her and her daughter, I feel only pity. You know the truth of this tragedy better than I ever could. It should be you that decides Hasara's fate. I can sense its relief, the calm of knowing that its children no longer suffer. What that means for Hasara's daughter is unclear. Our Hist does not answer me about Hasara. I feel its faith in us, so I put my trust in you. Speak to the others. Return when you have decided.
Please, you have seen the horrors that Rena wrought. She soaked that corruption into the very essence of her creations. We cannot allow her poisons to seep into our roots. I beg you. You think me cruel to believe so? I swear to you, it gives me no joy. One day, I might even forgive Hasara for what she's done. But if there is even the smallest chance that showing her pity will harm the tribe, I will close my heart 1,000 times. They should go, far away from our tribe and our Hist. From any Hist. Never to trouble us again. If the Hist believes you are right, then you are right. I will have to hope we did not misjudge its intentions.
You know it's not true what Iskanaz is saying about her. You know it. He's a coward. She needs the Hist. It can help her. She can't be. She just can't. If they won't accept us, I'll take her somewhere else. We'll have each other. That's all we need. That doesn't matter. I'll love her however she is. If I have to care for her until my dying day, I will.
This is not a simple matter, nor a matter to be rushed. Take all the time you need. Hasara and Iskanaz will both want to plead their case to you, but I will understand if you do not wish your judgment to be swayed. I can think of no tribe that has had to weigh such a crime. There are many who would put her to death for far less. But that is not the Brightthroat way. If we cannot find it in ourselves to forgive, then we will forget. Exile is my answer. It is often easier to clip a withered branch for the sake of the whole tree. But with thought and care, a troubled limb can regain its strength. Hasara and her daughter are broken boughs, but they may yet be mended if we make the effort to heal them. There are many interpretations. Charitably, it may mean that she is not ailing as the other hatchlings were. but it is easy to see that she is not whole. I must consider the alternatives. That our Hist does not feel her pain because she is not of our tree. When I look at her, I do not see a bright throat, or even a Vishkalil. She is unmarked, tribeless, and her eyes are as blank as her scales. She may be of no tree at all. We are born of the Hist, shaped by the Hist. And when we die, we return to the Hist to be born and shaped anew. Can the same be said of this one? Rina Kal gave her life, but can one born beyond the Hist's roots possess a soul? I have no answer. Then I will hear you as I hear our chimes. What is our stream's course? I feared I was being sentimental, but I am relieved to hear you offer them compassion. The Brightthroats have always navigated treacherous waters by linking arms and unifying our strength. Today shall be no different. There will always be a place among our tribe for these two. And for you, Biko. I would be honored to call you Rootkin for what you've done for our tribe. Make yourself at home here. You have earned a rest. Come, Hazara. We have ignored your pain for too long. Now it is our pain, and we will overcome it together.
Come, my love. Let's go home.
We should look at your child, Hazara. You as well. The healing hut will be quiet.
Give her a minute more. She's overwhelmed. It's all right, dear. Thank you for this. She'd thank you too if she could. We saved one. With what I've done, I don't know. My heart is so heavy it would sink into the black murk, if not for this small mercy the Hist has shown me. If I can be a good mother to her, then it won't have been for nothing. No, I am lucky to have her. She's my reason for being. Zalcise, Sacred Sprout. It's a name I hope she'll grow out of.
If you are an angler, you have come to the right place. Our fish are very well mannered. They will practically eat out of your hand. I would still recommend a hook, though.
Your steps show determination, and your eyes curiosity. Tell me what you seek, Biko. Ah, yes. I carved this many seasons ago. I hoped it would convince my beloved Kudnakal to join me for our tribe's next bonding ritual, but I lost the totem before it could be presented. Of course, this was when I was still a female. The Hist, in all its endless gifts, allows us to change many aspects of ourselves. Our gender is but one. I highly recommend such a change, should you ever get the chance. If we had spoken a week ago, it would have been so. But as fate would have it, Kudnakal has recently undergone a change herself. Thank you for bringing me this letter and totem. They should make fine gifts for my beloved. I will present these gifts to Kudnakal when the next bonding ritual is announced. I simply must tweak my poem, perhaps refine my carving, and all shall be ready. The ceremony bonds those who have chosen to lay an egg together. Many dry skins compare it to a wedding. This is not entirely accurate, of course. While there is always respect between the bonded pair, romantic feelings are not strictly necessary. I had every intention to. Days I devoted to carving, to writing just the right words. I worked outside the village, not wanting Kudnakal to see my gift before it was finished. And then, a bog bloat invaded my camp. Exactly so. I had no time to carve another totem before the ceremony, and so the opportunity was lost. But thanks to your kindness, I have been given yet another chance. I erect the spine of gratitude to you, Biko, as do my future hatchlings. Each tribe has their own traditions, but there are commonalities. A tree minder performs the ceremony before the Hist. The bonded pair are blessed with good health and vibrant fertility. And then commences the bonding, as it were. This varies. Sometimes the decision is based on an emotional connection. Other times, merely a physical attraction. Some tribes even use such ceremonies to strengthen their political connections. Take the Brightthroats, for example. Oh, well, I simply believe we would have very becoming hatchlings. That is all.
The Fighters Guild tried recruiting some members of the Deadwater tribe, but we weren't particularly well received. A shame. Many claim they are the greatest warriors in this swamp.
Is this on straight?
Sense there are more coils to this snake than a mere property dispute. Welcome back. Your footfalls have a very peculiar quality, did you know? You bear much weight on your shoulders, I sense. No doubt you have spoken to the claimants. Tell me, what have you learned? Ah. And from what Chukzu has told me, she also plans to sell the farm. Most likely to pay off the debts she undoubtedly has with such a habit. What of Nurhe? And so it all comes together. Paheza steals from her egg sister to pay off her debt to Nurhe. The salt rice farm suffers as a result. Nurhe uses this to his advantage and forces Kimaru into debt as well. The answer is now clear. The two parties must meet. Acquire oil from both a mature bog willow and a perfumed snapper. You must keep these oils separate, of course. Give the bark oil to Nurhe, and the snapper oil to Paheza. It is a shadow scale custom. The oils help separate those who cling from that which they cling to. In this case, a dispute which has lasted far too long. Have patience. Soon, all will be clear. Have both Nurhe and Paheza rub the oil into their scales, and tell them to meet at the town's entrance. There, the matter will finally be put to rest. In Murkmire, the decision of a shadow scale is absolute. Chukzu may have sun-blessed intentions, but one cannot merely ask an eel to fly. It must be pierced by an arrow and shot upwards. This you shall see.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmon is a merchant town.
Ah, my esteemed Biko. I'm sure you come with good tidings. After all, my claim is as strong as the roots of the Hist. What? Rub oil into my scales. Whatever for? Negotiate? Is the matter not settled? All right. I'm not foolish enough to go against the Shadow Scale's command. Besides, my words are sure to sway all present. Good luck getting Baheza to even bother attending, or even speaking her case coherently, for that matter. Oh, not surprising. We wrote a lot of letters to each other. Baheza would often conduct business on behalf of her egg sister. Just what do you think you're implying? You listen to me, mudfish, and you listen well. My business is all above board, and I do not give one lick of a toad's backside what you think you found. Now go jump on the bog. Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
I'm rather busy right now.
You again. Here to tell me the Shadow Scale's judgment, are you? Well, let me hear it. Negotiate? With that spineless Kuda? Fine. Besides, it's about time that someone put Nurhe in his place. There's no doubt that the Shadow Scale will agree with my claim. What's this? Smells like perfume. I'll do as the Shadow Scale asks, of course. Not stupid enough to go against her wishes. And I'll attend the meeting, too. Make no mistake. Finally, a chance to put Nurhe in his proper place. I hope the Shadow Scale makes him eat his tongue. And I hope he chokes on it. Oh, so you finally caught wind of the truth, did you? Nurhe's the whole reason I'm like this, you know. Gave me my first bottle of skooma free of charge. The bottles afterward, of course, were plenty costly. What do you know? Who are you to judge me? It was different before, you know. I had a life. I had a family. And now I have nothing. Nothing but a muddy scrap of land that might let me finally move on from this swamp pit. Then stop accusing me of things you have no right to. Just go away!
Thank you both for agreeing to this negotiation.
Of course. Far be it from me to deny the wisdom of a shadow scale.
Oh, please. Let's just get this over with.
Before we begin negotiations, I want the two of you to shake hands, amicably, to show your good intentions in coming here.
What happened? What did you do?
What was asked of me, I resolved their dispute. I entrust the farm to you, Chukzu. You do best to not disappoint me. And so, the farm now belongs to one who is worthy of it. I'd much rather pass such judgment with my own hands, of course. But at my age, this is the best I can manage. I saw the needed resolution and acted accordingly. That is all. My rulings are always just, though not always pleasant. I thank you for your aid in the matter. Here, a reward is only fitting. In the name of Sithis, I have brought about the needed change. That which hindered has been removed. That which must be, shall be. It seems the midge dislikes my judgment. Weeds choke the garden, and so they are uprooted. The limb begins to wither, and so it is cut away. A sacrament is uttered, and so a life is taken. That is the will of Sithis. Perhaps, but it would not have been the shadow scale way.
I think I have to lie down for a moment. And after that, it's off to get the farm back in order. Let's just hope I can honor Kimaru's dedication. Elsewise, well, I don't want to think about the elsewise.